Yeah, it's been a great night. We have one last person that we're going to honor tonight, one of the greats of surfing. I was not the person who was elected to give this speech, so you're going to have to bear with me, one, because we're really, really late, and they need to get us out of the ballroom, and two, Mickey Munoz was supposed to give this, but he was unable to get up here from Baja. So I want you to bear with me, because Joey is such a worthy and incredible guy. I don't know if there's anyone else you could really call in surfing a true Renaissance man, but Joey is. He's a groundbreaking surfer, a pioneer with catamarans. He was the co-founder of one of America's greatest restaurant concepts. He was a co-inventor of the single ski, which was the forerunner of the snowboard. He discovered one of the great surf breaks, Tamarin Bay, in the Mauritius off the African coast. He's had many monikers during his many long career years. And back in the early years, he was known as the King of Queens, because Queens was the spot that he made his mark as a regal surfer in a place that was named after the regal queens of the Hawaiians. The Australians called him the Gazelle. One surf journalist down there described him as a Greek statue. Known for his power and his precision, Cabell was one of the first surfers in the early 60s to successfully navigate hollow tube sections. When he transitioned to shortboards, his race car-like lines on the fastest waves earned him the title Sultan of Speed. But in all of those names, one word seems to define him, and that's style. Now, I have to tell you just a really quick story. When I was a kid, and they held the 1966 World Contest in San Diego, and I was living here, and I begged and cajoled my parents. I was too young to drive. I was 12. I said, Mom, Dad, and you'll love this, Fred. Mom, Dad, Joey Cabell's going to be there, and Jock Sullivan's going to be there, and David Nueva's going to be there. And they were rolling their eyes. And I said, and Duke Kahanamoku's going to be there. And my mom said, Duke Kahanamoku? We'll go. Because she knew him, and she knew what an incredible presence he had been in not just in the world of surfing, but in the world of swimming and athletics. So we went down, and I just remember this is my very first seeing of Joey. He caught a wave at Ocean Beach, where I surfed all the time, and rode it in. And was so elegant, but then he got out of the water, carried his board up, put it down, sat down, crossed his knees, and put his hands around them. And it was like someone had choreographed this dance, this beautiful, stylish dance. And I've never seen anyone as elegantly stylish as Joey. The Hawaiians traditionally tend to be some of the most well-rounded wave riders of our tribe. And throughout the 1960s, you could actually make the claim that Joey was, if not the most, one of the major influences in all of surfing history. A prime example of this, just give a short one. A prime example of this was in 1963. He won the Makaha Championships, the Makaha International Championships in 15-foot giant surf, flew to California, and surfed the Malibu Invitational, and 3-foot surf, and won them both. I could go on and on and on about all of the contests that he won, all of the things that he has done, but I think I'll just I want to talk about the guy, and aside from all of this, the videos that he made, the magazine sports, the Cabell style, and the technique, it also helped this emerging shortboard revolution come into play. His speed surfing theory saw him going faster than others while riding shorter, sleeker surfboards. In 1985, and full disclosure, I was the editor then, Surfer Magazine named him as one of the 25 surfers who changed surfing the sport. And just to let everyone know that this wasn't just an isolated incident, back in the 70s, he swam the Hawaiian Islands. Now, just think about that for a minute, okay? No tents, no boat, no paddleboard, They swam. The only other person who was with was Mike Doyle, who was the Iron Man of surfing. And they carried their water, and they caught fish, and they ate fruit in the trees when they came in. And that's the kind of guy that Joey Cabell is. There's just no getting around what an amazing person he was. And if you think about his success was not just in surfing, not just in canoe, not just in catamarans. He had a full career with the Chart House, which he started. He was the founder of. And it was one of the most successful restaurants and restaurant chains in the world, over 800 at the end of the time that they were there. Joey still owns the Waikiki Chart House. I encourage you all, if you're ever in Waikiki, go have lunch or dinner there. It's the best place in the world, and it will take you right back to the wonderful days of Hawaii. He, like these other gentlemen here tonight, were part of the Duke Kahanamoku surf team. Duke personally selected these guys because he wanted them to be ambassadors to the world, to show surfing to the world, and I think they are a fantastic group to represent that. And I'm so proud tonight just to ask Joey Cabell to come up, and let's have a big hand for this man.
Hi, everybody. Aloha. Woo! I'm very honored to be here, obviously, because everybody in this room, everybody, and most of them I had a chance to surf with. And I really want to thank everyone for that. So, we learned early, growing in Waikiki, how to surf. And the key was called respect. So you had to earn that. It wasn't free. You get with the Hawaiian boys, they're going to let you catch one wave. So what you have to do is sit back and take your turn until you get better and better and better, and then all of a sudden you got a chance to have your turn in the lineup. And in those early days, going to Makaha, I would go right out in the lineup, sit with all the local boys before I'd catch a wave. Hey, bro, how's it? You catch your wave today? How's it going? And so that's kind of how I learned respect. Is really an important part in surfing. So I just want to say that I was really honored to be part of the Duke team with all these fantastic people, 4 of them. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I won't want to say too much because everybody's talked so long already tonight. I'm not going like a homo. So I want to thank you, Kempton, here for putting on this show, and the Surf Museum. I want to thank my wife. She's sitting with her, my daughter, Kiana, with her husband. Anyway, I'm really fortunate because of you both, and not only you, but my cousin sitting over here, and our friends sitting at this table, and everybody else here together in this auditorium. Anyway, mahalo.